Yeon, the worst tyrant. Thinking of the worst tyrant in the 500 years of the Joseon dynasty, many people still remember Yeon, the 10th king. There have been many TV dramas covering his story, and he was described as the king who indulged in a luxurious life and a sexual desire. Although TV dramas contain some exaggerated factors to make them more dramatic, it is true that he was the king who abused his royal power for his private desire and squandered national finance. He was born in November in 1476 as the first son of Seongjang, who was the 9th king of Joseon, and he died in 1506. He was on the throne between 1494 and 1506. His mother was Pae-Byun-si. His name was Lee Young, and he was selected as the crown prince at 7. He received various educations as the crown prince, so he had enough academic qualities to be a king. His father, Seongjang, passed away in 1494 at 37, so he rose to the throne at 19 years old. The word used to depict Yeon as an insane tyrant. However, at the beginning and in the middle of his throne, he was not a tyrant, and compared to what he was just before he was dethroned, he was a sane king. Although he conflicted with Dagon and enjoyed using luxurious goods, he led the government, respecting the advice from senior subjects, and he also paid attention to the livelihood of the people and national defense. Nevertheless, with Muo-sawa, he chose to be a tyrant. Se-jo, who was the great-grandfather of Yeon, could be a king, with the help of some meritorious subjects, such as Han Myung-hae, Jong In-ji, and Shin Suk-ju and maternal relatives, so the groups associated with them were still very influential in the reign of Seongjang. They are called Hungu-pa. To check Hungu-pa, Seongjang appointed Sarem-pa, and they were the descendants of the people, who did not participate in the foundation of Joseon, keeping loyalty for Goryeo. They also assumed critical attitudes towards Se-jo, who usurped the throne from Danjang. People belonging to Sarem-pa were mainly appointed to Samsa, and it took charge of impeaching and inspecting government officials and appealing to a king. Samsa included Sahunbu, Saganwon, and Hongmun-gwan. In particular, government officials in Sahunbu and Saganwon were called Dagon. However, Yeon conflicted against Dagon because Dagon not only criticized his political move, but also intervened in his private life. His father, Seongjang, put up with the criticism and intervention of Dagon, but Yeon was different from his father. Finally, Muo-sawa broke out in 1498. At that time, Kim Il-sung, who was in Sarem-pa, recorded the unconfirmed rumor about Se-jo and Sa-cho, and Jo-e-jae-moon, written by his teacher, Kim Jong-jik, was revealed, and it was regarded to have been written to criticize Se-jo for having usurped the throne from Danjang.
안녕하십니까, 잉코스토리입니다. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리고요. 구독하시면 더 많은 잉코스토리 영상들을 보실 수 있습니다. 감사합니다. 안녕하십니까, 잉코스토리입니다. 구독과 좋아요 부탁드리고요. 구독하시면 더 많은 잉코스토리 영상들을 보실 수 있습니다. 감사합니다.